Hey, this is Akeema Bachali, also the owner of Princess Akeema Holistic Care. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am super excited to have you here, and also I'm actually just excited to be here. I haven't had much of a presence on YouTube. Many of you all may be watching this video because I begged you and pleaded with you from my other platforms. If you aren't already, please do follow me. It's Princess Akeema, that's Akeema, on all social media platforms. So I might look a little old, but I'm also on TikTok as well. Please, I put out tons of content related to health and wellness and eating and plants and eating more plants because I like to do all those things. I wanted to come on here today really to introduce myself. I don't know how much I can gather in one video, but if you know me, you know I love to talk. So I have been working in holistic health for probably the last 5 to 6 years. And I got into this for a couple of different reasons. I've had health issues myself in the past that I've been able to traverse through. And I've also had a lot of personal relationships that have gone through a lot with health. And when I started to see my health improve and people started asking me lots of questions, I made this whole shift and pivot to just begin to, learn more about the body, taking care of myself. And it has blossomed into running a holistic health practice. Shout out to Baltimore, Maryland, because that's where I have my offices, but I am available on these interwebs and this World Wide Web. A little bit about Princess Akeema. So the name Akeema means princess. And so I utilized that name because a lot of my family growing up, they used to call me princess. It's very affectionate. And for me, it reminds me and it keeps my focus on why I even started this practice in the first place. Just to my family is really what it was. And also I wanted other families to not go through some of the hard things that we went through with some of our family members and some of the illnesses and the diseases, and really just a lack of understanding on how to take care of this body. So one of the biggest things that I've done in order to just change my health is I had to change how I was eating. So I am a little close to 40. However, when I was still in my 20s, I had actually got diagnosed with high blood pressure. And at the time of being diagnosed with it, I was told that I could get on high blood pressure medication. And if you're on high blood pressure medication, I am not a doctor. I am not here to tell you to get off of your medication. I'm just sharing with you what I did and how I needed to make some pivots. And so when I asked, well, what else could I do? I was told, well, you could try to lose some weight and you can try to change the way you eat. And I said, I bet. So I changed the way I ate and I lost some weight. Now, one of the biggest things that I had to do is I really had to take self-responsibility. I understand genetics, and I think that what our previous family members and our ancestors have gone through should totally be taken into consideration. But what I do know and what I have learned is that when I learn something that has gone on with my previous family members, then it's my responsibility to be even more advantageous on how I care for that. So if I had family members who had dealt with heart issues, I do more things for my heart in the foods that I eat, supplements that I take, homeopathic remedies that I utilize daily, essential oils, all these things that have been given to us. I have this really firm belief that plants have been given to us to sustain and to heal this body of ours. And so I overindulge in them in every way that I can. I'm eating them, I'm rubbing salves on my body, I'm putting them under my tongue and taking things sublingually. I am like plant heaven. I want to inhale them all. I want all the plants in my house, any which way that I can. And so I learned how to take care of myself, and I was able to reverse my high blood pressure. So does that mean that everyone can? I don't know, but I will tell you this, that my stance towards healing is always to take every effort to make that pivot. And so that's what I spend my time doing. I spend my time personally doing that. I spend my time professionally doing that. Is just really educating everyone on how to take care of this body and how to, live a happy and healthier life. Because I will tell you that a healthy body definitely makes for a healthier disposition. Because even as it relates to our mental health and our emotional health, when you are physically healthy, you actually feel better too. A lot of times people always tell me, man, Akeema, your energy's on 1,000. I'm like, yeah, it is on 1,000 because I feel great, and then I want to share that with everyone. So if you're following me on any of my professional platforms, especially on my Instagram or on my business page on Facebook, you're going to see a lot of things related to traditional Chinese medicine. You'll see some things around Ayurvedic. Because one thing I can tell you about being someone who was born in America, even though I'm first generation in this country, big up to all my West Indian and my born Jamaicans who are here, but One of the things that I've learned is that there's so many things that we haven't been exposed to. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you start following me on any of these platforms, you're going to see lots of information related to the different modalities that we have access to for healing. Sometimes that'll be yoga poses and movements. Sometimes that'll be specific essential oils to help you with meditation and relaxation. If you jump into my stories, you're going to see lots of things around homeopathy. Like, I am constantly sharing information. Now, I invite you to follow me on my personal page too, because I feel like the interwebs are open books, so I don't hide anything. So if you want to catch me on my personal page, you're going to see me talking about all of my gardening and these plants that I'm starting to take care of. And I say starting because probably within the last 3 years, I finally learned how not to kill a plant. And so I encourage all of you all who are new to that, like, come follow me and let's walk through that journey together. And we'll talk some about, what I've done. I'm not an expert in these things, but I do love to be a sharer of information so that, again, any kind of barrier or blockage that I've already overcome, it's important to me to share like all this information with people, because it's like there's so much information kind of running around on the web. And so I feel like if I've already accomplished something, then I'm going to share it so that those who are a part of my network, who are part of my tribe, who are part of my circle, won't have to go through the same things that I've already overcome. That's just so super important to me. Thank you so much for watching this inaugural video. It is just an honor for me, for anyone who's willing to walk this journey with me. Please make sure that you go check me out on my other social media platforms so you can get the full gamut of the information that's available to you. That's at Princess Akeema, Akeema, on all social media platforms. And that'll also be linked in the description box below. Definitely want to ask you to subscribe and hit that bell so that you get notified the next time I put a video up. Until then, peace, y'all.